yet Optimus Prime lives! It's true. Our leader is back.
Yes, Skylynx. And this time, no force in the universe can stop me.
What is up, my Transformers family? Welcome back to George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformers fan. Today on George Reviews, we'll be taking a look at Transformers. Not just Transformers. Not just Generation 1 Transformers, but Generation 1 reissue of the Autobot Commander himself, Optimus Prime, my favorite Transformer of them all. He is back, and he's back in a Generation 1 style packaging, almost a faithful creation, except for the updates they did to reflect the toy within the packaging. Back is the completed trailer for the first time in the United States with the extended smokestacks in a Generation style packaging for the first time in like 37 years. This is the 40th anniversary of the Transformers toy line. Yes, from 1984 to 2024, Transformers more than meets the eye. Awesome packaging, nice sturdy cardboard. We have an updated image of Optimus Prime. This is the exact same artwork from the vintage, just photoshopped to reflect the toy within. They changed the blue glass and added the blue eyes and the color deco on the bumper. I'll do a side by side with the vintage packaging in a second, but we're going to take a look at this. We have the image of the product shot within, in truck mode, and robot in truck mode, and truck mode in open trailer. Top of the box, it shows the steps 1 through 5. I think there's a few more steps than that. The top of the box, we have the chromed out with the red reflection on the Transformers more than meets the eye heroic Autobot. Oh, just loved that as a kid. Side panel right here, we get the product shot of Optimus Prime. And if you take a close look, we have the cut smokestacks. It is my opinion, this is just some lazily reused photograph of the 2002 Toys R Us release, Photoshop to reflect the toy within its packaging. It says Autobot Optimus Prime right there. Back of the box, we get the sky/space battle of the Autobots versus the Decepticons. And what I always loved about this is the artwork reflects the actual toy, unlike the cartoon. The cartoon expanded on it, tried to make it look a little bit better, but it almost seems like these guys have a totally different personality than what we saw in the cartoon, just based on this artwork. Look at Optimus Prime here, kind of looks sort of like Ultraman a little bit. Sunstreaker. They just capture a different personality with this artwork, and I've always loved it. Down here we get a bio for Optimus Prime, as well as the tech spec. We have Autobot Optimus Prime. They even changed it just a little bit. They added, fills his role as the protection of all life, including Earth life. I'm pretty sure the Earth life part wasn't on the original packaging. They've even shortened this part right here with strength, intelligence, speed, and firepower. Gone is rank and courage. Forgot to mention that Optimus Prime's bio is bilingual, and if you want to choose to read your regional bio packaging right here, you can at this point. Moving on. The side panel mirrors the equal opposite side. The bottom of the box, we get another product shot of Optimus Prime as a truck, robot, and headquarters command center / mode right here. My last comment on this packaging, it is very sturdy. The box is nice and thick. You can feel it feels thicker and more substantial than the vintage box. And the cardboard right here is so thick and strong. I don't want to mess it up, but you can almost hold it without it bending. If you did this to the vintage box, you would have a flap crease right across here, which most vintage boxes suffer from, the infamous flap crease. So kudos to Hasbro. Very, very well done. I believe this is the box comparison most people want to see, and I don't have enough room to get it in, so I'm going to try to stack them, check them out like this. And you can see that it is very faithful, except for the 40th anniversary thing tag down there. A few small differences. Here's the side of the box. Like I said, I think the new style is from the 2002 packaging. Completely different truck right there. Here's the back of the box. I'm going to try to overlay this And you can see that the new box is much more vibrant. It's not just that mine is older and faded away. It was always kind of like washed out a little bit. And again, this looks like some KO Photoshop on the new box. Here's a comparison of the top of the boxes. And lastly, the bottom of the boxes. And you can see that the vintage box is much thicker, and that's probably due to the styrofoam insert, which we don't get on the new box. But we did get styrofoam on the missing link Optimus Prime we got earlier this year, and the dimensions are not the same, so you can't just bring the styrofoam over here and fill up the box again. I'm having trouble getting these in. But the dimensions of the boxes are not the same. Okay, I milked this thing long enough. Let's get our cartoon accurate Optimus Prime open. We have a bit of instructions for all out. This is a nice thick book of instructions for Optimus Prime. Let's check it out real quick. Unravel it. I mean, like, you need instructions for G1 Optimus Prime. It's done in black and white and red. It shows the steps. It's up to 6, not like the top of the box. On this side, it shows you the trailer, missiles, and the ejection of roller. I guess the ejection is back. Nothing further in the box. Now to free Optimus very carefully. Let's get Optimus up on his wheels. Oh, he looks great, by the way. I mean, they really captured the cartoon colors. Here we have his missiles and pump hose and nozzle in this packaging. Now for the roller. One bloated blaster rifle. And lastly, 2 small fists. Optimus Prime has been known to come with 2 different versions of the fist over the years. This is what's known as the small version. Okay, straight out of the box, this Optimus Prime rolls a little bit funky. It's got some bounce to it. You can hear it. And this is what the KOs do. You can see the cab bouncing up and down because those tires are like uneven. I took a look and they appear to be on the rim as well as they can. Sometimes you can squeeze them, get them better, but like this is like a KO problem. So you can tell that it's a little bit cheaped out, and then it feels a little bit light and a little bit cheaper. I've had a lot of Primes in my hands, and I can tell you definitely feels a little bit cheaper. But yeah, that's about it. Let's get them side by side with a vintage. And it doesn't get more vintage than this. This is the very first metal trailer, big fist, big gun version of Optimus Prime. And watch this guy roll. I mean, it's just a huge difference. You can just tell this, they don't make them like they used to. And let's take a look side by side if we can. Let's turn the trailers around. This is the difference in your trailers. And another example, here is the Walmart reissue from like, what, 6 years ago now, and totally different. Of course, it came without the trailer, but push this one. And you can see it wobble and everything. The leg, you can see the 2 legs move separately because of the tire. So I guess that's the first comparison out of the way. Alright, so let's take a look at our figure. I'm going to start with the trailer, bring it a little bit closer. And they changed the striping to fit the cartoon, which they should. We saw it in the packaging. It's just the gray paint app that runs along the length of the trailer with a nice Autobot logo right there. And it's present on both sides. Very well done. This is how it should look. It's simplified, but this is what it was on a cartoon. And because the cartoon animators wanted to make it as simple as possible, they just omitted the blue stripes down the side of the trailer. Then a lot of people are complaining about the screw holes, which me too. That really sucks. They got these giant screw holes sticking out. They should have covered it up with some plugs, or maybe just used a gray sticker down the side of the trailer to cover it up, because it is present on all Optimus Prime trailers. even far back as the Diaclone. It's just always been covered up by a sticker. And these screws hold down the inner panels on the inside of the trailer. We'll check it out once we open it up. But other than that, the only other difference is the lighter blue at the bottom. You can see it's a lot lighter and brighter. It looks really cool, actually. Oh, and also the silver rims on the trailer. And you can just hear, it's like, it's different. This is cheaper. I shit you not. Like, you can hear it. Like, watch this. I've had so many Optimus Primes, I know how it sounds. And it rolls a little bit longer. Now let's hear this one again. I hear it. I know it. I know this is done more cheaply. And let's take a look at the cab. Same thing with the chrome on the gas tanks and the smokestacks. It is a matte silver finish. The blue is much brighter. Gone are the stickers from the tail lights. It's just gray paint. And flipping it over, you can see the exposed white legs. And apparently that is paint as well. Little striping right here. This is for robot mode. And the bumper is white paint now with a little bit of yellow depicting the stickers and the running lights. The grille is also a matte silver, and the striping on the front of the truck is painted on. That is not a sticker, and it does not continue for the robot mode, because in the robot mode in the cartoon animation, the striping was not present on the arms. It'll make more sense in the robot mode. And the top of the truck, we do not have the rub sign. They still kept the indentation that was added just for the rub sign. And then we get the outline Autobot logo, which is very cool. I've kind of actually wanted this for years. It's only on one shoulder because they only bothered to draw it in on one shoulder of the cartoon. Don't blame these toy makers. The cartoon was like cheaping out whenever they could. But it looks nice. We get the blue glass. Let's open her up. Still have the seats. There's a better look at the blue glass. And before I get it transformed, I'm going to bring out the Walmart version again. Put them side by side. The cab plastic is exactly the same. I guess these are both Walmart versions. But the plastic looks to be identical. A really bright red. When I first got this one, I said it was like almost cartoon accurate in color. But now to get Optimus Prime transformed. Gonna bring the legs down. See paint chipping coming off already, I promise you. Bring the arms out to the side. Then we put our fingernails in the little slit and slide the arms back, then forward. Come over here, repeat the beat, back, then forward. This reduces stress over time on that joint and keep your Optimus Prime shoulder joints tighter. Bring the feet up. They're very tight. Like they're almost frozen in place by the paint. There we go. Bring the feet up, set them down, and like we saved the head for last. Bam! Left and right fist. Go in the light holes. And here we are. We have our new cartoon accurate Optimus Prime, and he looks sweet. I don't know if it's because I have so many, but this thing just pops right at you. This is it. They actually have done it. It looks fantastic. Only thing I wish, and they didn't do it on the missing link either, is have the bumper fold up one time, because he didn't have like just the bumper sticking out, it wrapped around his waist, became his waist. But yeah, he looks good. Let's take a look at Optimus's new face paint. He has a flat matte gray on his forehead and his mouth plate, and they painted it all the way up to the top of the nose, which they should. That's how it was on the cartoon. They should have started doing that in a vintage toy line. That is absolutely perfect. He has the blue eyes, the lighter blue plastic helmet head. Again, chrome smokestacks, we saw those. Autobot logo. And then he has the lines on the forearm because they didn't want to draw the stickers, so they just made this up on the cartoon. Sometimes he used it for communications or warning. It would light up. Grill first, the grill. It's a flat silver, and then the bumper, they painted it white, and it has a little bit of yellow paint apps for the license plate and the lights down there. And then he has a little striping on the cartoon. This little striping, whatever it was, his crotch. But it stuck down and ran from here to all the way up his back on a cartoon. And then we have white legs painted on, which, man, they couldn't grab some white plastic because it looks so nice. I just don't want it to rub off, especially with the transformation, because you see over the years the chrome scrapes vintage Optimus Primes right here. And again, we saw the gas tanks in truck mode. There's a silver paint app over those. Hope it's durable as well. Silver on the rims on the legs now, and that we have the gray right here on his feet that was animated on the cartoon. I'm so happy that they did that. But it was like they used these little ridges as tiers for his feet that slope down, and at the last tier it had this gray. But yeah, it is absolutely perfect. Let's get his gun in his hand. Well, you know what? It could have been a little bit better. Oh, but I started a thought. Let me finish my thought. Only way it could have been better if they still have never given us anything to cover this hole. Like on the cartoon, it was almost like a backpack looking thing that stuck out. And they mimicked it on the Masterpiece versions just a bit on his back. But just something to just pop right here. You know, maybe it can like clip in. You can squeeze it to take it off. Just cover up this little bit of gap in this robot mode. Just, you think after all these years and all the changes and all the reissues that somebody would have gotten around to doing it. Let's get Optimus Prime's trailer open and take a look. And here we have it, and there's nothing in here. I mean, it's supposed to be blank. This is what we saw on the cartoon. It may be a little bit more than we saw in the cartoon, but there was no ejector right here. And this is the Takara version of the ejector. It has a very strong ejection. This is borrowed from Takara. This isn't Hasbro making this. But yeah, this thing is completely bland without stickers. And the funny thing is, it's supposed to be this way, but Hasbro knew they would save money by not including a sticker sheet whatsoever. I had to raise the camera up to get a better shot. Here is our anti-aircraft gun with the claw arm and a radar dish. The radar dish is functional. You can use this little device right here to spin it around. It was so cool in the 80s. And the claw arm is on a ball joint back here, and it's articulated at this joint right here. It doesn't come quite far down this way, but it goes back that way. And you can bring it over, and you can use the claw arm to open and close. It also swivels full 360. And yeah, man, this thing is completely bland. Let's get it standing up. And now you could take Optimus and put him inside and pretend like he's being repaired. Let down his chest. Bring the claw arm around. And now you can work on our hero. These are the seats for the Diaclone pilots and the Diaclone toy line. And this is where your screws come in at on this side to hold these parts down. Here is roller. 4 wheels on the buggy. 9 times out of 10 Optimus Prime reissues and Adventures Optimus Prime, you have to add the wheels. They're usually on a tree. I guess they saved that plastic and put them on for us. It is, I believe, a black plastic painted silver. It could have been done better, in my opinion. 2 plugs right there. We just plug it in. So let's check it out. Yep, nice, strong, powerful ejection. I am shocked that that is in there. Very nice. And now for the missiles. Get this package open. And because these are not super long, I doubt that these are going to fire. The Toys R Us reissue from years ago, the missiles were like this long, like Starscream missiles. I no longer have that version. But let's check it out. Not even like fitting in here flushly. Let's try it. No, absolutely not. And I just realized they even took like the ejector releases from the side. It's molded out. Man, I would rather have the stupid long missiles than just have these. They should have just molded the missiles in as well. They won't even go all the way in. No way. You can't even mod this to eject. It's like solid on the inside. That's why it's not going that far back. When you reach a certain point, it hits a wall. Wow, that sucks. And this canopy, which is blue plastic now, Does it? It opens and it reveals the seat for the Diaclone pilot or Spike Wiki in your imagination. Alright, I was so disappointed in the missiles. I almost forgot about the gas pump holes and nozzle. It is still 3 pieces. It separates. And I know some people would rather prefer it was one thing or they glued it in so you don't lose it. And it plugs in just here. And if you, in your imagination or fantasy, if you wanted to refuel Roller, you can. Or even Optimus Prime, you can. Like, I don't know where it would, like here or something. And here's our new trailer side by side with a vintage, fully stickered up trailer. And there is no comparison. It just looks so empty and lonely over there. Stickers throughout the trailer over here. And here's a comparison of the authentic original gray roller versus the silver painted roller. And again, we got like the charcoal black over here. I guess that makes it more cartoony because that's how it was on a cartoon. Nothing was ever like straight up black. One last feature, Optimus Prime gun can be stored right up here. And you can close it down and carry all of his accessories in his trailer. Optimus Prime has an attack mode while in his vehicle mode. Just move the gun over to this port right here. Able to close up the trailer. And Optimus can fight Decepticons on the move. There is another port for it to come out the front of the trailer. Most people use it while it's standing up, like this. But the functionality of this way is just as weird as it being down on the ground. But a lot of people love saying these are like in-between modes. But Takara and over there in Japan, they meant a lot of these modes that are weird to us to be very functional and playable. This is what a fully stickered up Generation 1 Optimus Prime looks like. Stickers on his shoulders, he came with 2. Stickers on his forearm, the knees, and the feet. And this is the difference. Of course, the difference in the heads, the grill, and the bumper. It's time to give Optimus the size up and the rundown. Here's fellow 1986 The Movie Hound, Generation 1 cartoon inspired Hot Rod, and Autobot Communicator Blaster. From that same line, here's Thundercracker, Skywarp, Starscream, and Soundwave. Here are a couple Studio Series Grimlock and Optimus Prime. And taking it back to Cybertron, here's Orion Pax and Alpha Trion. Sticking with the early days of Cybertron, here's Omega Sentinel and Omegatron. I'm going to close the comparisons out with the cartoon version of Optimus Prime, and I can't turn the head. That's not going to work. And they did a lot of things different on the cartoon. All right, let's get a cartoon comparison in truck mode. I'm squeezing all the way out to see if I can get it in, and there it is. And now for my final thoughts on the 40th anniversary cartoon accurate Generation 1 reissue of Optimus Prime from Walmart. At least that's where I got mine. He was $75. At that price, this is okay with me. We get new paint apps, new deco. We got the return of the trailer. Last time we got Optimus Prime at Walmart, he was right at $50 with no trailer. So for like $20 more, $25 more, we get the trailer, the roller, it ejects. I'm bummed out that the missile doesn't fire, but what they did, at least with mine, was done well. As far as what they gave us, I don't think they could have did much better. But you know, I always have an ideal in my head. If they really wanted to impress me, Optimus Prime would have came with everything that he's come with over the years that makes him cartoon accurate. Years ago, Takara gave us the Energy Axe. They even brought back the Energy Axe for the missing link Optimus Prime, even though it's a different functionality, but they could have used this one. They already had it in their arsenal somewhere at some one of the factories. We could have got the Energy Axe with this set and the Matrix. And this is a different Matrix that came with the missing link version. They already used it once. They could have gave Optimus the Matrix, and he would have truly been complete. Or they could have went a step further and given us a cartoon artifact that we've never had. So that is my wish list. They could have went a step further, but for what we got for right at $75, he is pretty darn cool, and I do recommend it. I got mine off Walmart.com. I think it's sold out. Somebody posted it Friday, this past Friday, and it was under like a mystery listed. It was like Transformer Retro 03 or something like that. It didn't say Optimus Prime, it didn't say Convoy, and it was like I said, it was $75. People on Facebook were saying how it's fake, it's a scam, and I had a few dollars in my pocket, so I was like, let me try it out. And I gave it a shot, and it was here. I ordered it Friday evening around 7 o'clock when I saw the post, and the post was a couple hours old when I saw it, and I guess because people were skeptical, and then it came Sunday, and some people, I guess they ordered it early Friday, they got it Saturday, started posting, they got it, then it sold out. I'm shooting this video Monday, September 30th. I don't know if it's back up yet or not, but last time I checked, it was sold out. But it will be back, and it's going to be on multiple platforms. I think there's even a listing for it for Entertainment Earth. But keep an eye out. Definitely worth the pick up on. Thank you all for watching another episode of George Reviews, the reviews where every toy has a story.